person we were yesterday should not define the person we are today. Very casual at home like this. And because you never know, usually I get deliveries during the day. This one is unique. Good morning, my beauty. How are you? So I'm back. I'm really back. And I hope you enjoyed last episode of my new launch of this type of videos, which are going to include more lifestyle, more beauty, and excuse the light because I'm literally facing my window. The acoustics is always part of my videos. This is what we're working with today. So if you stayed this far, despite the impediments, it means that you're unjudgmental of irrelevant details. Today, I have to make a decision on the new cover of my book. I have 3 books, right? One of them is called Addicted to Pleasure, the Goddess Formula to Manifest Our Most Capricious Desires. I wrote the book a couple of years ago. It's a digital book where I explain in a very simple way. I mean, you can tell I'm a French speaker, right? So very simple English, very simply written by me to make you understand a principle that we're taught in my tradition and that I call the pleasure principle. This is the dress. I don't know if I should wear it this way or maybe, what do we think? I've also worn it this way. I'm ovulating right now. I'm on day 2, so I really need this area to be free. My beauties, I can spend hours just doing this. That's why I'm an amazing life partner, because who has time for any type of being needy when I have so much time just on myself? Like, I just enjoy it. Maybe like this, I think. Let's be honest. This here, if I go out, I like. However, I am just working from home. I'm not gonna be like stiff like this all day. So this is the way. What do we think? And this is why your potions have so much juicy energy. So much narcissism. In a good way. And because you never know, usually I get deliveries during the day. So just very casual at home like this. I don't like to walk barefoot, and I also like to be coherent. Maybe it's because of the way I was brought up, you know. We always had to dress nice when I was a little girl. We had a lot of social things. So uncles, aunts, people who did business with my stepdad usually came. So as kids, we got used to dressing nice. I just finished doing my morning sacred morning ritual, and I have to say it's been a little bit challenging since I've incorporated creating content in my daily routine. If you knew me from before, you know that my videos were really lecture based, quite straight to the point spiritual. And now that I'm doing the sort of mix of lifestyle, showing that the way to go as a modern woman is really to care for your feminine essence, your feminine spirituality, connecting to yourself, connecting to your energy centers. And many times people seek the subconscious reason for things or the psychological reason for things. Really is just a matter of understanding that this is a memory which is part of you, which is running its course and is creating whatever state you are in at this point. I want to address questions or comments, or maybe to clarify something from those who are watching here and who were part of my subscribers or my customers or who have been my clients or who are my clients currently. There might be confusion because this is my first week of posting content. Literally, I've been posting content for 2 days. I received comments which are so nice, but show that there is a confusion. The comments were on TikTok and on Instagram, basically congratulating me on my new collection, saying that the new potions look great. Congratulations on the new collection. There's no new collection. It's just that I assumed that if you came across my work, I would say click on the link. If I post a story, link below or link in my bio. And I assume that everyone just clicks on the link and reads and see, is the potion life something that matches with them? You know, are they the woman who loves to indulge in potions? Are they the woman who feels worthy to gift themselves something so amazing, something so premium to themselves for the lived experience of being a woman, a feminine, a loved, desired person? But it was a flawed assumption because not everyone reacts the same. Because if you had gone to my website, you would have seen that everything is written. My signature collection, which is composed of 3 potions. It has ruby, it has emerald, and it has gold. They're still my signature collection. If you go to my website, you will see that ruby is about this vibration, this energy. Why do you want it? How do you want to transform? What do you want to feel when you're using this potion? I have one now that I'm packaging for a customer. I also have emerald that I'm also sending to her new mommy, her new owner. And those are 2 of my 3 signature collection, okay, so to speak, meaning that the potions, the formulations are set. The formulations match what the description on the website is. Now, I also just finished this one. And I have this one, which you must have seen on TikTok and Instagram by the time I post this video on YouTube. It is a custom potion. The difference is that you see the design is unique. It's more studded. It is made with rhinestones, with Swarovski crystals. And also the custom potion has elements that match you. It also has the actual precious stone. So see the difference between, I'll take this one, okay, because I only have 2 hands. The difference between those 2, you'll see it's very, very visible. This one is unique. This one has its own characteristics. This one is for a woman who wants a one-of-a-kind experience. She is used to premium. She's used to it. She wants something that no one else has. That's her thing. She wants a potion, meaning that the elixir inside matches her. So in this potion, she will find the actual precious stone. So on this one, when she opens her potion, I can't open it anymore because it's sealed, but when she opens her potion, she will see here the actual precious stone in itself. And what's amazing with this is that the sky is the limit in terms of even what do you want, what you are. When we have our conversation, you know, when you purchase the potion, I schedule a conversation with you, a call, which goes on Zoom. We talk to each other. It is a conversation. You're already sold on the potion. You already purchased this one-of-a-kind beauty. I just get your vibe. I hear what my guides are telling me about you, and I see if it matches you, what you're telling me, what you're not telling me, because actually more interesting, the things that I perceive and I hear, the things that you don't actually say to me, but that I know intrinsically. I adapt the formulation to you. No one else in the world is going to have this bottle. This here is my signature. So you go to the website and you read the description and you decide that ruby matches what transformation you want. And so what's going to be different, and you see that this one here is very similar, right? And there's actually a secret to it that I can't tell you, but the way it looks exactly like something. But you will see a common theme in the packaging. Everything done by hand, of course, by me, so that is not really the question. But you will find always a seashell. And also you have this. It's called an Akan bead. Akan is a tribe found in West Africa, in the region that used to be known as the Gold Coast. The Akan are now found in places like Côte d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast. And the Akan are also known in places like Ghana. They're known as the Ashanti. And this here is gold-plated, money, abundance, opulence. The essence of every woman, Miss Pravala. Just came back from a photo shoot. It's still daytime. It's actually not even noon yet because I had the photo shoot early in the morning so that I would have the rest of my day. So I shot content for my social media and I did a photo shoot for this beauty who is shipping in a couple of days. I have made it my mission to not skip this part because it got me all of the comments saying, oh, I love your new work, I love this, I love that. Just because some private clients used to contact me to get the special custom-made work, and somehow I just never felt like it was so important. So now, like I told you, content creation, so that you know exactly what my business is about. This is the girl. Isn't she beautiful? This is something when her new owner is going to finish her. She's gonna use it, or at least I hope, as decoration. This is a beautiful statement piece just to have around your house or your apartment. I mean, I thank my goddess. I thank my ancestors. I thank my own lineage to be born with the gift of creating something that I personally find so gorgeous. And leave in a comment. How do you like them? How do you think they look? So I came back and I put this just to work around the house. I really wanted to feel comfortable today because I'm actually ovulating. And it is really a special time for me when I'm in that time of the month. And mind you, I went to the gym early this morning. I went at 7 a.m. I didn't skip the gym. Otherwise, I never get it done. Don't mind if you see me looking a little bit bloated. You know, they're internal organs. So that's why you see that I have this bulge. This is the time when you're going to create birth projects. I like to do this just because I don't like to feel greasy in the palms of my hands. So this is how I apply. This is how I apply oils. I've done the rubbing and the whatever. It's not for me. This is something I've come to really realize. I love delicate things. I love delicate foods. This here is my mom's ring that she gave to me. I think she gave them to me when I went to college in the US. So I had a photo shoot. It was horrible. I have to make content now. And I am not one to get my camera by myself and put it with like what do you call it, a remote, and then take photos. I mean, I can do that probably, but like the hassle even of walking around with heavy things and then still look good and still have the energy I want you to see, this feminine energy, it just doesn't make sense to me. like the DIY, do it yourself, is not for women like me. I met a photographer off of Instagram who works here in the region, in the French Riviera. He was about 100 euros less than what Victoria charges. This is the lesson to you. And of course there are exceptions, but this is in general a lesson to anyone watching now. Cheap oftentimes mean cheap experience. If you want to go to an all-you-can-eat buffet to stuff your face, get like, ugh, you go for the quantity, right? And the experience is going to be, ugh. If that's not your vibe, then you're going to feel out of place. So in this exact situation, I didn't care that I would pay 100 euros more or less because Victoria is amazing and I've done photo shoots with other photographers that cost way more. I felt like, oh, okay, it's a little less, and I didn't think anything of it. We show up, Julia, my assistant, and I have a change of clothes, so Julia is there to help me with the clothes but also to help shoot behind the scene. I respect my time, so I respect other people's time. So this guy arrives late, doesn't apologize, and he puts it on me. He says that I did not confirm on Instagram. And I said, how many times do I have to confirm? I mean, I paid, we booked the thing, we said what time we're gonna be here. Like, what more should I do? Like, how many reminders just for a very basic photo shoot? And then the whole time, you know, when you go for when you do anything artistic, anything creative, you want an artistic direction. And that's what a photographer or a cameraman is. Because they see what you cannot see. He has the camera, the lens, the whatever. He sees me. I don't know what he sees. He's the one who needs to tell me, is it beautiful, is it not beautiful, put your leg this way, move this way, etc., etc. Nothing. So a few times I would say, it's good. Yeah, like no artistic direction. So I thought, okay, let me just do it like the way I want to do it. And yeah, and Julia was there, she was helping me. A couple of times she even said, hey, move this way, because in the photo, she saw that when I was posing, my underwear was showing. I'm kind of upset because I was supposed to do a photo shoot in a studio. So last night, I literally had to find a photographer at the last minute. So instead of doing the photo shoot in a studio, where everything was set, the look was set, having to do this here because the photographer that I found, it turns out I sent him photos of inspirations of what I wanted. He told me, yes, I know how to do it. I called the studio. The studio told me, have him call me just in case. And the guy was so confident that I paid 50% deposit, non-refundable, of course. When he calls the studio, I don't know what they're telling each other, but the studio owner calls me and he's like, no, the photographer doesn't know how to operate the flash, whatever the equipment. I'm stuck doing this. Instead, it's winter. Thankfully, in Côte d'Azur, the winter is not so brutal. My assistant is coming. She's going to take over and film a little bit of footage. The fact that I do my ritual every day, applying my potion, it's really amazing because I don't waste energy getting upset over things that I have no control over. I literally just actually grab my clothes. You know, you've seen me with, oh, it's Julia. most women confuse pampering and grooming, and the two have nothing to do with each other. Once a week, I have been doing pampering activities, going to the spa, getting a Thai massage. I have this amazing Thai masseuse. Anything that sort of touches the body. Pampering is an act that ties to the way you express love to yourself. And everyone is different. When you start on your journey of the sacred feminine, you're going to be led by your own goddess essence. You're going to learn her love language and how your physical body needs to feel love. Something that we're really going to indulge. Self-indulgence and, just loving this act of self-seduction. I was really surprised when I found this one store in Nice that carried Korean skincare brands, which is, if you know Côte d'Azur, the south of France, anywhere from Saint-Tropez to Monaco, Cannes, Nice, Cap Ferrat. This region has a lot of stuff that is good, but also on a lot of specialized things we're really lacking. It's not like anyone who lives in Paris, for example. New York or in Dubai, Tokyo, a big city. There was this one small boutique which is really human size. You go there, the owner welcomes you. This is really something that I really appreciate. And so I've started to do a full facial there, and the facial is amazing because it's a sort of a peeling that she does, which is not abrasive, so I don't have all of that stuff that you see that it's scary, where they, like the skin just literally just like. Ever since I've been going there, it's been probably 5, 6, 7 months. I've been getting their products, renewing my stock on their products. They're amazing. They're generous. They're smiling all the time. They're human. To tie it back to pampering versus grooming. Grooming is a society-imposed thing. Something that suits the aesthetics of a specific place, a specific culture, and the trends of that place or the community to which you associate yourself, the type of aesthetics you associate yourself.
Pampering is an emotionally felt experience. It is tied to the joy you feel when you're treated exactly the way you feel that you're worth. It's the privilege. How much love do I deserve to receive? It's a felt inner joy. When you go for a grooming, it still ties to the outside perception. So it is a very masculine energy driven action. You may feel satisfaction when you get approval from the outside world. It's like going to the hairdresser, getting your hair beautifully done, and having people giving you compliments. Hey, your hair looks good. So it's tied to an outside perception of what is globally accepted as beautiful. You're seeking a result. Pampering is the radiance. Pampering is I feel good. I feel loved. I was treated so well. It's a privilege. Pampering is in the receiving. Yes, you are going to the place where you're going to get pampered, right? But I know that when I go there, I'm treated like I'm one in a million. So it soothes your spirit. Getting spoiled also, even though it gets a bad rap from the false morality, addicted to the worthiness of suffering, of self-sacrifice. It's an emotional reenactment of how much love you felt as a child. It always goes back to really feeding your inner child, whether you did receive that love or not. And that is why we're doing the sacred moaning every day, because we're recreating memories of worthiness of love, how it feels like inside of you.
I did want to show you some of the Asian skincare I have. Half of it is from the store of this beautiful lady. Things like this, the SPF. This also that I carry with me because I can apply this sunblock over makeup every 2 or 3 hours. This serum, this here, this balm which I use for double cleanse because I wear a lot of makeup every day. On lighter days, I use this oil. This is a very mild face cleansing gel. A lot of the skincare that I have is also stuff that I buy from the regular drugstore in Tokyo. Things like this, I buy those in bulk, really in bulk. And this one says over 45. I love that they make it so obvious, so easy, even though I'm 42. I think it's the same. Yeah, besides that, I do own the regular Chanel, Dior. I love Shiseido also, another Japanese brand that I really like. So if you follow me on Instagram, you know that I've been taking Samba lessons for a little over a year now. If you know a little bit about my culture, you know that the women's initiation rite called Djembe, and it's actually an initiation to sacred sexuality that women, or I should say young girls, start doing once they have their first menses, their first sacred moons, or their period. As part of praying, we use dancing and singing. We are going to use sacred words and also sacred dances. And for us, all the dances have to be done with undulating or winding the womb space. As we're singing or uttering the sacred invocations, we're activating our womb space. This is something that I can't do because I don't live in my small tiny village along the beach of where I'm from. I came across this class with Luana, who's a Samba teacher. She's since then become a very good friend. We're actually almost neighbors, so we really enjoy each other's company. And so every week I do Samba lessons.
Hoje eu tô vendo a falta que ela me faz. Camisinha é ruim, quase não satisfaz. Mas hoje eu tô vendo a falta que ela me faz. Camisinha é ruim, quase não satisfaz. Mas hoje eu tô vendo a falta que ela me faz. Camisinha é ruim, quase não satisfaz. Mas hoje eu tô vendo a falta que ela me faz. Como ficar rico se nós temos? Ficar rico se nós tem pensão demais. Se eu vou lá no sapo, me chama de pai. Na igrejinha, me chama de pai. Se eu vou... E como ficar rico se nós... Me faz eu me faz eu me faz eu mais um. E camisinha ruim, quase não.
Pleasure, the goddess formula to manifest our most capricious desires. So it's a play of words because in energy talk, we talk a lot about formula, right? You talk about a magic formula. The notion of capriciousness for women, which is usually used in derogatory terms, in pejorative terms, that I wanted to show that in our being emotional, I'm not talking about toxic, I'm not talking about the capricious behaviors coming from you being depleted, but the notion of I know me at every instant of my life. I know what I'm worth at every instant of my life. It's not anything that I'm doing to prove anything. It is a being. So sometimes in some situations, your goddess aspect is going to want what she wants because it is how she expands in her experience. It is how she opens up to receive more blessings. So I wanted to play with the notion of, is it really a capricious behavior? Or is it just the woman feeling her divine entitlement at a certain moment and feeling like she has permission to be and want what her authentic self wants? And the way you know that this sort of capricious behaviors is not toxic, it is when you notice around you, you observe without judging, that it serves everyone. Everyone seems to go along because you being capricious is in alignment with everyone around you, blossoming and being blissful in that instant moment. Pleasure, the notion of why I tell you that you need to get on your sacred moaning on a daily basis. It is because moaning in a sacred way, in an energetic, aligned way, as a ritualized practice, as a turned into a meditation practice, it mimics the acts of creation itself. Drum rolls. It's finally here. I have picked the new cover for my book. Let me move this. Those are shipping tomorrow. DHL is coming to pick them up. I have to do the packaging. This is the book. Of course, when you have bought the book or when you buy the book, you get the PDF, right? You download the PDF when you buy from our website. This cover I actually made myself. I had a photo shoot in Paris. This is near an area, I don't know if you know Paris. This is a garden near a monument called Arc de Triomphe. How do you call Arc de Triomphe in English? Triumphal Arc? Google says it's either Triumphal Arc or the Arc de Triomphe. And that's basically this monument, which is really at the center of the city, in the heart of the city. And I did this cover myself. I got the photo, and I think I did it on Canva or something like that. So this is the old one. So this is me. Of course, it's in color. This one was a draft. Table of content. Chapter 1, the purest pleasure. Chapter 2, capricious goddess. Chapter 3, God versus goddess spirituality. Chapter 4, morality, because I talk about this programming of morality that many people have. Healing the inner child in chapter 5. Chapter 6, mantras and secret invocation. Chapter 7, pleasure vs money. Chapter 8, just a little bit about sex magic, with a couple of bonuses and a conclusion. If you have the book already, comment below. What do you think about the book? It's a book that speaks from me, okay? It's an actual empirical way of living through the pleasure principle, which is a spiritual principle. So this is really a book that is not meant to be academic, okay? It's a book which is supposed to make you feel things and see things from a different lens. See things from a I give myself permission perspective. Does it make sense? I got a few freelancers. I asked them for an updated, a new version, whatever. So I did a photo shoot with Victoria, and you've seen the photos on Instagram already. I posted the photos. I used them for my reels. This is the old cover, which we're going to say goodbye. Goodbye, old cover. And And this is the new cover. This is the one I picked. I think it was long overdue because the old cover was not professionally done. You can see I didn't put Miss Pravala because of course Miss Pravala is the name. Actually, you don't know the story. I'm gonna make it short. Pravala, it's a name that I was given during an initiation. I don't know if you know, but when you do any type of initiation, at the end, the deity that you communicate with, that you claim that is not part of your life, is going to give you a name. It was done in the Hindu temple. It was with goddess Lakshmi. Lakshmi has many avatars in the Hindu pantheon, and one of the avatars of Lakshmi is actually Pravala, and Pravala is a name that means the hair that heals. The moment I did that initiation, not long after, I created my first official business, which is now closed. I lived in Africa back then when it happened, and that business was called Shreya's Ayurveda. I've practiced Ayurveda for so many years, 2 decades. Ayurveda is one of the systems that really healed me in a holistic way many years ago. And this is now going to be the new cover. I hope you like it. Comment below. What do you think of the new cover? How do you like it? The book is the same, but if you're new and you didn't get this book yet, what are you waiting for?